Pretty good hamburger combination, and thought I'd show it to everybody. Those of you who haven't talked to me in a little while, thought this might be something different to catch up. Okay, first thing you got to do when you're making hamburgers, a pound of ground beef. What you want to do is you want to have like about a 1 piece of bread to pound of ground beef ratio, and you want to kind of just. And so I had some beer, and I thought, the beer, that'd be cool to put in there. You like frying some beer or something like that. And then I realized while I was doing it that the beer I was using was Stella Artois, which says on the bottle is a Belgian beer. So if you with me now, you got it. Okay, look, the daylight savings time is about to kick in, which means that we're gonna have. We were discussing the just total infeasibility of trying to make a decent hamburger without onions. So I talked about it entirely because you've got a lot of choices. You could go with, there's different fat ratios. Here we're going with a 90-10 of lean to fat ratio. If you go with, if you get it too lean, like I've seen some 97% lean, 3% fat products. It's not going to stick together. And we try to make a actual hamburger patty. Ain't gonna work. It's not gonna happen. So yeah. Anyway, so we're gonna mix this. We got the ground beef. Okay, we've got breadcrumbs, onions, garlic powder, soy sauce, substantial amount of garlic powder, and pepper. Okay, so it smells great, by the way. Onions and the bread both do kind of the same thing. They absorb flavor. Okay, so critical. Cook a hamburger in a skillet. Okay, a skillet is different than a grill in the sense that, like, if you're trying to grill something like a steak or something like that, we'll do that. We'll do another video on that. I've tried a lot of different techniques, and the only way that I can figure out that you can do it every time is you just gotta cook it and cook it and cook it way past the point where you think, yeah, that's done. All right, so put about 1/3 of a bottle. Okay, you with me? About 1/3 of a bottle here. All right, kids, and that's pretty. Got quite a bit in there. Now you can go ahead, add some more garlic while you're at it. I kind of want to put a little more soy sauce in there when I had it in the mixing bowl, but I want to mess my hands up again. All right, yeah, so put the, do like that. Just kind of watch it. You got to use your best judgment. Well, I want to get a little bit. You've probably been cooking about 5-6 minutes, something like that. I'm gonna turn them again. So yeah, they're looking good. They're looking good. You can see most of that's boiled down. You know what I'm saying? This batch has actually been very responsive to taking that in. Of course, we're boiling a lot of it off too. It got a little bit hotter than I did. Well, I'm back down the heat now. Otherwise, if you don't back down the heat, you're gonna have it just raw in the middle before you ever even get. It'll be charred on the outside. You gotta manage that heat. Okay, now again, don't skim on the flavor. That's not what we're about here. We're gonna put in probably enough, just a little dab. Okay, yeah, get that back going. Cause it's been really responsive. I think it's taken pretty well. That's cool. But, so what you're gonna see is restaurants. You're gonna see cooking shows, all that kind of stuff. Talking about the Stella Artois hamburger. You just remember where you saw it first, okay? That's what I'm talking about. Something you have, some of your onions, stuff like that. It's gonna come loose from the meat, but that's okay. This is gonna be great. I'm telling you, it's gonna be awesome. Now, this is what I'm talking about what they're done. You might think, oh, hey, they're looking done. No, not done. Keep going, okay? It's about quality of life right here. You know what I'm talking about? Can you believe that I went to all this trouble and I almost forgot about cheese? You can't do that. Yeah, anyway, got me a little trash can down here. I installed that. That was cool. One of the things that gets you is when you use things like soy sauce, Dale sauce, this kind of stuff, it deceives you as far as knowing how well they're done because it changes the color. Okay, they start to look darker than they actually are. We've used almost this entire bottle. I think I'm going to go all the way. That's 5 burgers, 1 bottle. Put a little more garlic in here. You can add onions at this point. This is if you want to saute onions, something like that. It's just like this. Look at this. It's like a batter that we've got here. That's like you know, it's beer, it's beef fat, and soy sauce. How can you go wrong? You can't. And you can cook it as long as you want. I got mustard on my shirt. Without. Okay, so I'm back. I have a shirt change. That's okay. These are pretty close to being done. You could probably call it at this point. I'm going to keep going because I got a little more of this batter I want utilized. We're going. Look at the flavor on that. You know this is going to be awesome. So anyway, next time you're looking to entertain some guests, you know, do something a little different, or you know, just kick it up a notch on your burgers. Maybe your burger technique has just really been needing some love, needing some inspiration. You know, feel free to use this. That's okay.